We're going to get started with Arnie Stapleton with the Associated Press, followed by Troy Rank.
Okay.
Rock and roll, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Lloyd, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Can you take us through how you watched YouTube videos to learn to play center when you went to college? And then secondly, you've compared your position to being a point guard. If you could just kind of talk about those two things.
Yeah, so shortly after I signed to, go to LSU, I knew I was going to play either guard or center because in high school I played tackle, but didn't really have the height to play tackle at the next level. And so I knew I had to learn how to snap the ball. I never had. So I just went on YouTube one day and found a few videos of old Washington Redskins O-line coach teaching people how to snap, and really just watched the video. And right after that, went outside and just started taking some snaps. And after a while, a lot of repetitions just became a habit, and I just kind of got it down pat.
And what about you compared it to being a point guard? Like,
yeah,
I know basketball is a big thing to you too, but center on football is so much like running the floor on the hardwood.
Yeah, in football, at center, you're the head guy. You're making all the calls. You're making sure guys are everything straight. And growing up, I was a huge basketball fan. My whole family pretty much played basketball, so I'm the first guy to really take football seriously. And now looking back, and now me playing the center, like I said, it's like playing the point guard, which I love that, having that responsibility of communicating with everyone and having that burden on your shoulders to get everyone aligned and everything go accordingly.
Next, we've got Troy Rank with Denver 7, followed by Ryan O'Halloran. Troy, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Lloyd, congratulations. When you look back at getting picked by the Broncos right now, and what does it mean to go to the Broncos, maybe even have a chance to compete to start? And the last part of the question is, what did it mean to get that number 18 designation at LSU?
Yeah, both of those things just mean the world to me, to be in this position, to get drafted by a great organization like Denver. I can't wait to get up there and meet my new teammates and everyone a part of the organization. The future's bright for the Denver Broncos. I can't wait to be a part of it and try to do my part to get some wins. And just getting the number 18 at LSU, it's a huge deal, especially this year, me being the first offensive lineman to be awarded the number. It was definitely huge to me, just knowing all the guys who came before me. And it actually started with Mr. Matt Mock, which you guys probably know in Denver. He's the team dentist. So he started it all, and he just carried on to a lot of great guys. And this year, I was awarded the number, and it was definitely an honor.
Next, we've got Ryan O'Halloran, followed by Nikki. Ryan, go ahead, please.
Hey, Lloyd, playing this past year in Joe Brady's offense, particularly that passing game, what was it like having to deal with those 5-man protections, tempo, and how much you think that'll help prepare you for the NFL?
I think it'll be huge because we had to deal with a lot, being so much 5-man pro, had to deal with a lot of different blitzes and, had to pick them up on the fly most of the time. So, and I know in the NFL it's not as much 5-man pro, but it's a good bit. So I feel like just having that year in the NFL style system with Coach Brady has helped me a lot. And I just look forward to getting to Denver and diving into that playbook and see what we can do.
Next, we've got Nikki Javala, followed by Kyle Newman. Nikki, please go ahead.
Hi, Lloyd. Were you expecting to go in the third round, or did you, anticipate going maybe in the second round? And secondly, have you had a chance to talk to Mike Munchak yet?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. I was expecting to go a little bit higher, but I'm glad to be a part of this organization now. It is what it is, and I'm happy to be such a part of such a great group of people. I can't wait to get to Denver and just go to work.
Next, we've got Kyle Newman with the Denver Post, followed by Eric Dalala. Kyle, go ahead, please.
Hey, Lloyd, so I know obviously you finished your LSU career on some pretty high notes and started the last few years there, but was there any adversity you faced early on in your career there, or any stumbling blocks before you became one of the guys on that line?
Yeah, so going into LSU, I was one of the last guys to sign, and not a lot of people knew about me. and I redshirted that freshman year. And that year was tough, but at the same time, I took it as an opportunity to get better and learn from the older guys ahead of me. Guys like Ethan Posick and Will Clapp. Those guys really took me under their wing and just showed me the ropes, showed me how to watch film, and showed me how to play the game. So I definitely it was a challenge going through that year, but I wouldn't be the same player without that year, and it definitely helped me a lot. I can't thank those guys enough for helping me as well.
So why were you under-recruited, do you think, in high school or coming out of high school?
Well, I didn't really attend a lot of the camps, like the Rivals camps, the Nike Spark camps. I didn't really attend a lot of those. I wanted to work out with my teammates and just let my film give me offers and speak for itself. So I didn't really wasn't really big into social media as well. So I guess that played a part of it. But I'm glad everything worked out the way it did, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Next, we've got Eric Delala, followed by Andrew Mason. Eric, go ahead, please.
Lloyd, asking you to look forward a little bit here, but what do you think the biggest challenge will be to getting ready to play as a rookie, and how comfortable do you feel with the mental side of playing center?
I feel like the biggest challenge will be obviously adjusting to picking up the playbook, but at the same time I feel like that's one of my strengths. I put in a lot of work as far as doing things on my own and taking accountability to learn the playbook. So I know it's going to be different from a college system, but I feel like I'm ready for that challenge, and I look forward to it.
Any concerns given the remote nature right now of the off-season program?
Not really. Whatever they tell me to do, whether it's Zoom meetings or whatever they're going to send me, I'm going to be responsible to put it upon myself to try to learn things as much as possible, and so when things get back to normal, and we can just pick up the speed and get back to where they were.
Lloyd, we've got time for a few more. Andrew Mason, followed by James Palmer. Andrew, go ahead, please.
What, if you didn't have the NFL to go to, what would have been your career path after choosing sports admin?
Majoring in sports admin, you can do a lot. It's anything from marketing to ticketing. It's a lot of things going to that major, and that's a major that I've always had a love for sports, and I never really thought about anything else. So whether I wasn't playing or I was doing something else, I wanted to be involved in sports. So there's so many things you can do with that major, and I'm glad I got my degree to fall back on one day, but I haven't really thought about it. I just want to play football as long as I can.
And when did the NFL become something that was a reality, like a real dream that you knew it could really happen for you?
Honestly, it's been my dream since I was 8 years old. And it became real that I can really do it about my sophomore year of high school. That's when I really started to buckle down and really focus on perfecting my craft and getting better. But it's been a dream of mine since I was a young child.
Last two, James Palmer, NFL Network, followed by Brandon. James, go ahead, please.
Lloyd, I'm just curious what you think about being part of an offensive unit that has so much youth to it. If you look at the quarterback spot, the receiver spots, the tight end, Dalton Reisner next to you, just so much young talent to be a part of. And then also, you didn't know where you were going, but did you watch Denver kind of make their picks today going like, whoa, they're really kind of trying to make something happen offensively, and then all of a sudden now you're a part of it?
Oh, yeah, I've definitely been watching those, Denver make those picks the past few days, with getting Jerry Jeudy and then KJ Hamler, two explosive receivers, and, just having a bunch of young guys around me. I love that. We're going to grow together. We're going to go through some things, but at the end of the day, we're going to get better. And I look forward. It's going to be a very explosive offense, I feel. And I look forward to it. I can't wait.
Last one, Brandon Cristal. Go ahead, Brandon.
Hey, Lloyd, you said you always considered yourself a basketball player. So who was your favorite basketball player, and what kind of game did you have?
Growing up, my favorite player was Kobe Bryant. And me being a bigger guy growing up, I didn't always play center. I've always had a handle, so I could play anything from, anything you wanted to. I feel like I was all around player. I didn't really play in high school because I broke my ankle my freshman year during football season. So and then after that, I just focused on football. But before that, growing up, I felt like I was an all around player.
Lloyd, thanks very much for taking the time to do this press conference with our local media.